So welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've made a video like this, and that's basically because I've been super busy with a whole lot of things coming at me at the same time. But I'm beginning to settle now, and I should be able to get back into my routine. It's December, getting ready to close out the year. And my hope and wish is that we all close out the year with a bang. But for now, welcome back to my channel. And I said I was going to stop saying and I've just done that twice already. Okay, I'll do my best not to keep saying while I'm talking. So today I just did it again, didn't I? All right, I'm not going to stress it. I'll just flow to the best of my ability. So today I want to talk about, it's a story time, or let's say fireside story. Now, there is no fireside here, but I just like to call it fireside story. Regardless of whatever it is you focus on in life, if you want to be successful, especially in terms of finance or in the area of finance, you need either at least one or at least one or a combination of either of these three. This is a story of two brothers and a cousin. You could refer to the cousin as a wayward cousin, or you could just say a cousin. Depending on your perspective or your vantage point, you make up your own mind. But I'll introduce them to you one after the other. First brother is the oldest brother, and everybody needs this oldest brother. I don't care what you intend to do in life. Without this oldest brother, you cannot succeed. You can't make anything out of yourself. And you cannot, even if it's a corporate world, you can't move up the corporate ladder. Whatever it is you do, handy job, manual labor, any kind of thing, you need the first brother, and he's the oldest of all. Welcome, the oldest brother, Father Time. You need time. You do not start anything from the top. There's a Drake song, I believe, that says started from the bottom, now we're here. Everybody starts somewhere. Every master was once a disaster. You have to start from somewhere to become great. You don't start from greatness. So whatever it is you focus on or you want to do, understand that you're going to need to put in time. Time is a price you have to pay for the reward. Everybody has to put in time. You are not going to escape this. Now, unless you're lucky enough, you inherited some huge amount of money or things like a huge amount of assets, maybe real estate or even stocks or things like that. Okay, so you could be an exemption to the rule, but the rule is everybody's going to have to serve time. You're going to have to pay your dues to Father Time. Father Time is the oldest brother and the brother you cannot do without. A man who's been at a job for 25 years is different from a man who's been at the same job for 3 years. So Father Time has been introduced, and he's the oldest of them all. The younger brother to Father Time. Now, you could do well with just Father Time alone, regardless of whatever endeavor you stick your hands into. As long as you're dedicated, with time alone, you can do quite well. But if you introduce his younger brother to the equation, you can do exceptionally well. Allow me to welcome to you the younger brother to Father Time, compound interest. Now, I said before, you can do well with Father Time. If it's a kind of endeavor that allows for compound interest, you're not just going to do well. It will change your life in ways that you cannot even begin to imagine. There's a reason why Albert Einstein said compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it receives it, and he who doesn't understand it pays it. Here's what you need to understand about compound interest. You can go on YouTube and watch Dividend Snowball or anything that has to do with compound interest. This thing multiplies. Okay. The easiest example, which is not realistic, but one of the easiest examples people use is an amount doubling. Let's say you have one euro or $1 today, and it doubles every day. But at the time you get to the end of the month, you would have no idea. 30 days time, you have no idea of how much that one has doubled up to. That's a typical example that people use. Now, that's not realistic, but just kind of paint a picture of what's possible. The easiest way to get around this is to watch videos that involve dividend snowball. You cannot do without compound interest, guys. If you really want to blow it out of the ballpark, I want to blow it out of the water, compound interest, the younger brother to Father Time is who you need to consult. Now, compound interest cannot work on its own. He needs big brother, Time. They both work. Time can work on its own. You will achieve great results, but not extraordinary results. Compound interest can't work on its own. He has to work with big brother Time to blow your mind. Now, allow me to introduce the cousin. The reason I say it's the cousin is because he's not directly related to time and compound interest. He does his own thing. The cousin is very unstable, very dangerous. If you know how to work the cousin and allow him to work with you, it's not just going to change your world. It will put you on top of the top. That's what I mean. It will put you in a completely different hemisphere than even compound interest can. But if you don't know how to work the cousin and he goes against you, it will ruin everything you have built. It will crumble your empire. You will regret even starting the venture in the first place. This cousin is called leverage. Leverage cannot work on its own without time. It still needs time. But he is very unstable. If you know how to use leverage in your investments, you will be surprised and astonished. In fact, it will take you to a whole new dimension. But if you don't know how to use leverage, do not even attempt to touch cousin leverage. Cousin leverage is very unstable. Cousin leverage can be your friend, can work with you, can change your world. But if cousin leverage turns against you, if you mess up with cousin leverage, trust me, you will curse the day you started the venture in the first place. So, here's a story of the two brothers and the cousin. You need the three, you don't need the three of them. You need time. You cannot do without time. I don't care who you are, what you do. You cannot do without time unless you inherited it from God knows where. The vast majority of us, mere mortals, we have to use time. We have to use Father Time. We have no choice. We're gonna have to go through time and pay our dues. Younger brother compound interest comes into the mix, blows it out of the ballpark, gives us a completely different perspective to things and takes us to a whole different level. You go touch cousin leverage and you know what you're doing, you will be on top of the world. You don't know what you're doing with cousin leverage, he will ruin everything Father Time and compound interest are doing for you. So there you have it. I'm just going to leave it there for now and allow you to enjoy the rest of the day. Hopefully catch you in the next video. See ya.